How's it going, everyone? In this video, we are going to be talking about AquaBounty. Now, Ark Invest is heavily invested in this company. We're going to go over exactly what they do, how they're founded, and we're going to see if there's a huge opportunity in this company. Now, this used to be a penny stock. It broke out to the upside. Now it's not relatively a penny stock right now. So we're going to go over exactly what is the huge growth potential for the future for this company. So if you want to learn more about this company, make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to get free stocks, check out the links in the description box below. This company's ticker symbol is going to be AQB, and Ark Invest is heavily invested in this company in their Ark Q ETF, which is the Ark Genomic Revolution Multi-Section ETF. And as you can see, they own more than 5 million shares. They're at the number 38 position and they own more than 5.6 million shares. So the share size seems a lot just because the price of this stock is relatively lower. So later on, we're going to go over and talk about exactly what the ideal price point and get involved with this company. But first, let's learn about what this company is all about. So AquaBounty, so they're pioneering the future of seafood. So they're involved in the seafood industry. So we're going to go over how they discovered some of the technology, some of this innovative technology that they are using right now to produce seafood. So in 1982, they're researching at Minnesota University succeeded in using advanced genetic to develop an ultric salmon that grows faster during the early, most vulnerable stage of growth. So that was a huge breakthrough in 1989. And in 1999, AquaBounty, formerly AF Protein, created to commercialize the innovation. So they took them a few years to commercialize it. And in 2003, the first regulatory study submitted to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which is the FDA. So in 2009, the FDA approved it. So that took 6 years. So that took a long time for them to actually be approved. And in 2010, FDA concluded AquaBounty salmon are physically the same as Atlantic salmon, safe to eat, and pose no threat to the environment when farmed in a land-based contained farm. And 2015, the FDA approves AquaBounty salmon. So that's a 2015. So that's also another approved from the FDA. So in 2016, we have AquaBounty support a national mandatory standard in the U.S. for disclosing bioengineering foods. 2017, we got Plant being for our land-based fish farm in Indiana, bringing fish salmon closer to U.S. customers. In 2019, our first batch of eggs of AquaBounty genetically engineered salmon eggs entered the Indian farm. And also 2020, the first harvest of Atlantic salmon at the Indian farm. In 2028, that's your projection target date for reaching goal of 55,000 tons of salmon annually. So that is a lot. So that is going to be fantastic projection. If you're somebody that wants to get involved in this company and hold it till 2028, so they're planning to produce 55,000 tons of salmon annually. So that's a lot. So experts in land-based fish farming know we proudly raise our Atlantic salmon in land-based farms that are good for the fish and the environment discovered by recirculating aquaculture system are the ideal habitat. So this is the shaping of the future. This is how they do it. And these are the farmers. But now let's go over and talk about exactly, what is the potential for this company if you want to get involved in it and why this stock has been recently breaking out to the upside, So the stock is just aggressively going higher and higher. And right now it's sitting above $5.53. So for the majority of people that don't know what a penny stock is, for penny stock is $5 and below. So the stock used to be penny stock and it broke out. It hit a 52-week high of $6.44. Now it's sitting above $5. So the ideal price point if you want to get involved in this company is, of course, if it can retrace back to $5. They've been testing this price point of like $5 several times, like 2 times, and it got rejected, but eventually broke out. So ideally, you can use the $5 area if you want to get involved in it. And of course, if you want to really heavily invest in this company, you want to know and understand like who is the majority owners of this company. So the majority owners for this company at this current moment right now is there's a lot of institutional ownership of this company. More than half, 59.8% of this company is owned by institutions. So that is a lot. And insiders own only 0.3% of it. And the share outstanding of the total amount of shares that's owned is like 38.91 million. So there's not a lot of shares available for this company. That's why you're looking at it in a very small amount of time when there's a volume that came in out of nowhere, the stock price eventually just broke out to the upside. And as I talked about it, one of the investors and one of the institutions that is heavily invested in this company is Ark Invest. So the stock's been performing pretty well for the past few years. This year's performed very well. It's up more than 100%. So that's fantastic. So understand that when you're buying it right now, you have to be considering to hold it for the long term. So the other important news also that was positive about this company is it got a price target increase. After analyzing their earnings reports, analysts came out and they upgraded the price target for this company to $4.83. So usually that is really important when analyst comes out and upgrades it, because you can definitely see a huge change in the way the stock behaves in the short term, because the stock can definitely be trading higher depending upon what kind of institutions came out and they raised their analyst targets. So for the general part, this company is definitely a long-term play, but in the short term, if you want to get involved in it for a quick trade, get in and out really quickly, this can also be a great opportunity, of course. But ideally, you see the volume just been dropping for the past few days. So there's going to be a lot of volume that happened on November 30. There's been 31 million shares traded in this company, and that is how this stock just broke out significantly to the upside. So there's been recent price targets, as I mentioned, that was raised. So we'll see if there's going to be huge potential of growth. And Ark Invest is heavily invested in this company, and they have really nice technology that can definitely help the world in the future also, because they can definitely farm these specific salmons inside and also outside. So that is really great to see. So the other important thing you want to be looking at, of course, is going to be what can potentially happen for the next few years. For the next 10-20 years, people might have some issues. Might be global warming might affect some areas of the world, and the fish might potentially be dying and things like that. So having this genetically engineered salmon is probably going to be beneficial for the future. So that is one of the important things you want to be looking out for when it comes to investing in this company too, if you want to get involved in it for the long term. So that is one of the main points you want to be looking out for. It's for the future of seafood. So it's still pioneering the future of seafood. So if you have any questions, any comments about this company, let me know in the comment section below. And let me know if you're interested in investing or getting involved in this company, if you see huge growth potential in it too. So, but I catch you on another video. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. Check out on the links below. It's free. So grab your free stocks. But I catch you in another video. Have a wonderful day.